goal for today is not to bore you with facts or the history of this amazing watch brand. It's not to talk about the specific specs on these watches, and it's not even really to talk about the value that they bring in the market compared to similar watches. Today, I just want to simply remind you of how awesome the Hamilton watch brand is. So with that, I pulled out 4 beautiful vintage watches in the Vintage Watch Shop that are all from the Hamilton brand. So first, we'll start with the most recent addition to the Vintage Watch Shop, this Valjoux 7750 Hamilton chronograph. A Swiss-made automatic chrono with a perfect case size coming in at 39 millimeters. The white dial makes the piece super versatile, and at the same time, with it coming with its original Hamilton bracelet, you can choose to keep it on that bracelet or swap it out for a leather strap or NATO to really tailor it to what you're looking for or feeling for that day. It pulls from the design elements from some of the most popular chronographs from the same era, but at the same time, it is Hamilton's own design in all. A tachymeter surrounds the bezel with a beautiful gold ring surrounding the dial and the sub-registers, giving it a bit more pop while still having a sort of casualness to it. And my favorite part about this watch is the mixture of those gold hour markers, the registers, and the chapter rings paired with that beautiful tritium lume seen on the hands. If you're looking for an automatic Swiss-made chronograph, then this is really it. Then we go to 2 Hamilton khakis that are totally different from each other in every way, but share the same design elements of the Field khaki line. First, a super affordable quartz Hamilton khaki with some of the coolest tritium patina I've seen on a watch like this. Those shades of cream and oranges mixed with the dark navy blue look amazing, and paired with a matching NATO strap to the color of the dial and lume, this is perfect. The blue dial is gorgeous, and yes, it is quartz, but it's still an amazing watch nonetheless. But if you are all about the romantic idea of winding your watch every morning and creating a connection to the watch itself, then this Hamilton LL Bean has you covered. Every bit of it says military, but that simple LL Bean right under the 12 o'clock reminds you that this is every bit of fun, once retailed in an LL Bean store. Next to each other, these 2 Hamiltons complement one another perfectly. The blue khaki bringing in color, large tritium lume, a date window, and a set and forget quartz movement. Then the LL Bean with its more serious design and black dial work for something that needs a bit more depth and at the same time is double signed. And now let's end this with the classiest watch in this lineup, a vintage Hamilton Secron, Hamilton's doctor's watch produced from the late 30s to the early 40s. The dial reminds me of a vintage book whose pages have worn perfectly from the hands of its readers. The curved case gives the watch a sense of comfort because of the way it hugs your wrist, and those Art Deco numerals and stepped case is a reminder of the World War II era this watch came from, a time capsule in itself, and now you get to enjoy it on your wrist. So with these 4 watches, I think it is a perfect summarization of how awesome Hamilton as a brand is, and specifically with the vintage watches. So take a look at the Vintage Watch Shop over at huntingtoncompany.com for some really cool vintage Hamiltons, and at the same time, take a look at the watch market and what Hamilton has to offer, because for under $1,000, under $2,000, or even under $3,000, depending on the watch you're looking for, Hamilton has some of the coolest examples to choose from.